In the classroom, Park Hanjoon sits quietly when Boss Choi bursts in, demanding everyone say hi to him. His pals cheerfully greet him as Boss Choi, and Na Nian saunters over, asking about his latest sales. He proudly reveals he's made a whopping 48 million in sales for the month, surprising her. His other buddies chime in with congratulations and inquire about Friday night plans. He confirms they'll be hitting the town but shoots Hanjoon a glare, as he says he has some unfinished business. Suddenly, Boss Choi grabs Hanjoon's head and slams it onto the desk, asking him if he is ignoring him. He continues the assault, while saying that he told Hanjoon to buy his products, and asks him if he wants to see his business fail. Nian questions Boss Choi on what'll happen if the teacher scold. Boss Choi boasts about paying the teachers, and that if they betray him, it is going to be a bloodbath, then lands a punch on Hanjoon's face. Hanjoon meets his bully's gaze defiantly, which makes Boss Choi ask him if he is going to hit him. He dares Hanjoon to report him, promising retaliation if he does. Then, he mocks Hanjoon's financial struggles, blaming them on a guy named Kim Chanwoo, and laughs. Hanjoon recalls how Kim Chansu ruined his life 2 years ago. There used to be a nationwide gang of high school students called News. All members of the group wore a ring with an X on it. Hanjoon started a war against their leader, Kim Chansu. Just when he thought he had won, Nexus members sued him. Due to their false portrayals and fabricated evidence, Hanjoon lost the trial, and as compensation, his father had to sell the gym he had devoted his life to. After that, Hanjoon vowed never to fight again. He cried as he apologized to his father for causing him to lose the gym, and his father consoled him, saying a grown-up man shouldn't cry. Hanjoon realized that in life, lacking money often leads to losing, even in victory. After school, Hanjoon encounters a group of boys on his way home, and one of them recognizes him instantly. The biggest guy, having heard of Hanjoon, greets him and shows him the Nexus ring on his finger, asking if Hanjoon recognizes it. The guy starts beating up Hanjoon, who refuses to fight back. Mockingly, the guy questions how a dork like Hanjoon could ever challenge Nexus, while the one with the cigarette confirms the dork is really Hanjoon. The guy attempts to kick Hanjoon, but Hanjoon catches his leg and glares at him, scaring the guy. Hanjoon apologizes to the guy, and says he mistook him for a piece of feces, then releases his leg. The guy wonders if he just got intimidated by Hanjoon, and grabs a stick and starts hitting Hanjoon repeatedly until he tires out and leaves with his friends. Suddenly, a blonde guy holding a briefcase appears next to Hanjoon, saying that he doesn't understand him, which draws the attention of the guys who just attacked Hanjoon. The blonde guy questions if Hanjoon is even trying to make them pay or if he's worried about suing them. He then pours a pile of cash from his briefcase, suggesting Hanjoon use it to hire a lawyer or take revenge physically. He asks Hanjoon how long it'll take to confront the guys who attacked him, estimating 4 or 5 minutes. Hanjoon asks him who he is, but the blonde guy cryptically states he's someone with a grudge against Kim Chansu, but he can't tell him anything more because there are too many years around, referring to Hanjoon's bullies who are returning. Surprised by the sight of the money, Hanjoon's bullies inquire about its source. The guy who beat Hanjoon up starts to taunt Hanjoon, but before he can finish taunting him, Hanjoon swiftly strikes him with his elbow, knocking out some teeth and sending him sprawling, leaving his friends in shock. Hanjoon confidently tells the blonde guy he can handle the guys in just 4 seconds. He approaches the scared guys, who try to tell him that they didn't hit him, but he ignores them and beats them up. Once finished, he turns to the blonde guy, noting that they're alone now, and inquiries about his identity again. Later that night, Hanjoon and the blonde guy sit facing each other in the blonde guy's office. The blonde guy reveals himself as Oh Jun-woo, Korea's youngest self-made conglomerate, showing Hanjoon news articles confirming his identity. Oh Jun-woo boasts about his wealth, joking about blowing his nose with a 10,000 won bill. He then brings up Kim Chansu's current lifestyle as a professional gamer, who is described as both handsome and talented in the articles. Jun-woo reveals that Kim Chansu, the one who ruined Hanjoon's life, is now living the life Hanjoon should have had, while gathering goons and acting like a gangster. Then he says that it isn't hard for him to destroy Kim Chanwoo. However, that is not what he wants. What he wants is to use Kim Chanwoo's own dirty, cheap, and disgusting method to trample his life. Then he offers to cover all expenses Hanjoon needs to take down Kim Chanwoo, and everything else he needs for the rest of his life. Father's gym. Junwoo tells Hanjoon should lend him his fist, which is the reason he has been looking for him. When Hanjoon asks about Junwoo's hatred towards Kim Chansu, Junwoo replies that the reason isn't important, but assures Hanjoon he'll understand soon enough. Junwoo explains that this is a situation where Hanjoon has the fist and he has the money, but the important fact is that they both have the same enemy. The next day, Hanjoon arrives in class, where Boss Choi is coercing their classmates to buy his products. Hanjoon recalls Junwoo's inquiring about Nexus members at the school. Boss Choi threatens violence against those who don't comply, while his friends laugh. Hanjoon walks up to Boss Choi, who arrogantly asks Hanjoon if he wants to beat him, leading Hanjoon to punch him in the face, shocking everyone in the classroom. Hanjoon reflects on how money seems to simplify everything, and money is status. Boss Choi once believed that he had nothing to fear in the world, and there was no one more powerful than in the world, until he met Park Hanjoon. When he saw Hanjoon beat up some Nexus members, he felt it in his bones that he had no chance against Hanjoon. It seemed that Hanjoon was a beast personified. However, when Hanjoon got sued by Kim Chansu and struggled financially, Boss Choi realized the power of money. So he launched his own shopping site, and forced his peers to buy his products. That is how he made money and succeeded in placing Hanjoon under his control. That's how he became a predator again, which makes him wonder why he is getting beaten, in retaliation to Hanjoon's punch. Boss Choi strikes back, but Hanjoon effortlessly evades and retaliates with swift, precise strikes. Boss Choi, who is unable to believe that Hanjoon, whom he views as penniless, is overpowering him, notices Neon's gaze and wishes she'd look away. He's further embarrassed by classmates taking photos and smiling at his defeat. Hanjoon's final punch sends Boss Choi flying backward, a humbling blow to his once-held superiority. Spitting out blood, Boss Choi watches as Hanjoon approaches. Desperate, he calls his friend Jo Youngjun for help, but Youngjun recoils at Hanjoon's expression, earning Boss Choi's disdain. Pulling out his phone, Boss Choi asks Hanjoon if what he is doing is worth it because he could end up like last time. But Hanjoon relentlessly kicks him in the face, causing Boss Choi to fear for his life. He staggers out of the classroom, determined not to die like this. With Hanjoon in pursuit, Boss Choi believes beating Hanjoon is possible for an athlete like Park Suwoong, recalling Suwoong's willingness to do anything for money. So he makes his way to the gym where Suwoong is working out, yelling that he should save him. He runs to Suwoong's side as Hanjoon enters the gym, and tells him that if he successfully beats Hanjoon he will give 1,000,000 won. Suwoong thinks about it for a moment and asks for 2 million, and Boss Choi agrees, saying he should get rid of Hanjoon first, thinking that Suwoong is mugging him, but he is okay with it because if there is one thing he is sure of, Suwoong can use his fists. Suwoong apologizes that he is sorry, but paying for the college entrance exam can be quite expensive. Hanjoon, unperturbed, offers him a wad of cash, insisting he doesn't need to get involved. Suwoong hesitates but ultimately accepts the money, shocking Boss Choi. After Suwoong leaves, Hanjoon hurls Boss Choi through the window, landing him in front of the principal, who yells at Hanjoon, asking him what he thinks he is doing. In the principal's office, Hanjoon is scolded for beating up his friend. The principal reminds Hanjoon that he let him off the hook, and didn't make him leave the school in his freshman year when he did something like this, and says that this time he won't let him off the hook easily. Smirking, Boss Choi gives Hanjoon the middle finger, and Hanjoon interrupts the principal's lecture by punching Boss Choi in the face repeatedly, despite the principal's attempts to intervene. Just then, a well-dressed man enters the office and commands Hanjoon to stop. After the dust settles, the man introduces himself as Kim Byung-gwion, a lawyer from KR law firm, surprising the principal due to the firm's influence. The principal queries why a representative from KR is present at the school. That night, Hanjoon recounts the day's events to Junwoo. He explains that after the lawyer spoke to the principal, the principal apologized to him and promptly expelled Boss Choi. Junwoo remarks that Boss Choi's actions warranted consequences. Having bullied Hanjoon for 2 years. Hanjoon inquires about the principal's fate, and Junwoo tells him as he looks at an incriminating picture of the principal that he scared him with the information of the dirty things he does, and the principal immediately folded under his threat. Junwoo explains that although the principal won't go to jail immediately, he will eventually, as it's more convenient to keep him on their side, sending Boss Choi to the juvenile detention center. However, once Boss Choi is sent to juvenile detention, they'll send the principal to jail. Junwoo expresses disdain for individuals like the principal, stating he doesn't pay taxes for educators like him. He asks Hanjoon if it felt refreshing to release his pent-up anger. To which Hanjoon admits it was somewhat satisfying, which Junwoo understands since there is still so much to do before Hanjoon can truly be grateful. Junwoo concludes by expressing his pleasure at seeing Hanjoon. That night, Boss Choi throws tantrums at home, refusing to accept defeat and vowing to end Park Hanjoon's life. The following day, he knocks on an apartment door, and a blonde guy cautiously opens, inquiring about his identity. Boss Choi identifies himself and says he's there to follow up on his request. The occupant, surprised by Boss Choi's presence, alerts someone named Jin Sung before ushering Boss Choi inside, revealing Sowoon being assaulted by 2 men with a bat. Boss Choi approaches Hwang Jin Sung, the leader of the runaways, who brandishes a bat while his men beat up Sowoon. When Sowoon blames Boss Choi for his predicament, Jin Sung strikes him with the bat and orders his men to tidy up since they have a guest. After they take Sowoon away, Boss Choi comments on their reliability, and the blonde guy who let him in confirms their trustworthiness, noting they earn their keep through such work. Jin Sung questions Boss Choi's unusual visit, prompting Boss Choi to reveal that he is there for something big, and he needs them to deal with someone. When Jin Sung inquires about the scale of the task, Boss Choi offers 10 million won, shocking them. The blonde guy urges Jin Sung that they should go now and beat up the person, and Jin Sung hits him on the head with his bat for cheapening their reputation. The blonde guy apologizes, and Jin Seong says to Boss Choi that he is sure that the guy he wants to be beaten up is not a normal guy since he is spending a lot of money. When Boss Choi says Park Hanjoon, Jin Sung considers him crazy but then questions whether Boss Choi expects them to take out Hanjoon for just 10 million won. Boss Choi clarifies that the 10 million is merely a deposit, he will double the amount promised as a bonus upon success. Hearing this, Jin Sung agrees to the job. Meanwhile, Junwoo arrives at a dilapidated building surrounded by skyscrapers, adorned with police caution tape. He removes his shoes upon entering the seemingly untouched interior and addresses the empty house, apologizing for his absence and offering fried chicken as a peace offering. He reminisces about the delicious fried chicken his father used to sell and laments the lack of good fried chicken nowadays. The mere thought of his father's chicken makes him crave the fried chicken he brought. He reflects on an event from 2 years ago, recalling it as an ordinary day like any other. As Junwoo prepares to leave, he expresses doubt about returning home for a while because he is going to get busier since the things he has been preparing for will be starting soon. Leaving the building, he encounters Kim Byung-gweon, who informs him of Boss Choi's actions and asks if they should take care of it. Junwoo tells Byung-gweon that he already knows what to do with whoever does things in an unclean way. Byung-gweon simply says whatever it is my employer wants. That night at Hanjoon's house, his father receives a call from a scout. Once he finishes his call, he excitedly tells Hanjoon that he got a job, and Hanjoon congratulates him. Excited about their sudden turn of fortune, Hanjoon's father asks why things are going so well for them lately, and says that at this rate, they are going to get rich soon. Hanjoon gets up, saying that he will go and work out for a while, and his father tells him that he should come back early, and he will cook something good for him. As he heads downstairs, he receives a call from Junwoo, who informs him that Boss Choi has made a move. He also tells him that Boss Choi hired a group of runaways and that he is not worried but Hanjoon should call him if they find him. Hanjoon exits his apartment building and informs Junwoo that there's no need for him to call as their adversaries have arrived. Jin Seong greets Hanjoon, and Hanjoon asks him who he is. But before Hanjoon can get an answer to his question, he's blinded by the headlights of an oncoming van. The driver, the blonde guy, yells that they will be taking the 10 million as he drives furiously towards Hanjoon. Hanjoon runs towards the vehicle and leaps onto it, only to be thrown off and crash onto the concrete, bleeding. The surprised men laugh at Hanjoon, saying he was trying to end his life. Jin Seong says that Hanjoon was right, just as Hanjoon stands, bleeding. Hanjoon says to them that he is really pissed off. Ji Seong thinks that he was sure that Hanjoon would have lost his skills after he rested for a while, but his athletic ability and fighting perception haven't changed a bit. However, he is unfazed because it doesn't mean he cannot be injured. The residents peer out their windows to investigate the disturbance, and Jin Seong orders his guys to retreat, sprinting back to their van. Before leaving, he warns Hanjoon they'll meet again. Undeterred, Hanjoon runs after that van, surprising the guys who mockingly flip him off, confident he won't catch up. To their astonishment, Hanjoon swiftly catches up, leaping onto the moving van, shattering the windshield with his fist, and dragging out the man who taunted him. Then smashes his face on the concrete floor. One of Jin Seong's guys asks Jin Seong what they should do now that Kim Suho, who is the guy Hanjoon caught, has fallen, and Jin Seong orders them to continue driving, surprising his companions. As Suho, the man Hanjoon caught, groans in pain, Hanjoon demands to know their destination. Suho, defiant, says that they're headed somewhere pleasant. Enraged, Hanjoon punches him, demanding answers, but Suho remains obstinate. In response, Hanjoon forcefully slams his face into the ground, determined to extract the information. Meanwhile, the runaways drink in celebration in their hideout, including Boss Choi, who is the only one not celebrating. He slams his glass on the table, and questions Jin Seong's decision to make noise when they haven't captured Hanjoon yet, suggesting they should celebrate only after completing their task. He also asks what they will do if Hanjoon comes back for revenge. Jin Seong tells Boss Choi that he understands where he is coming from, but if Hanjoon has the brain to think, he wouldn't come there. He puts his hands around Boss Choi as he asks him if he really has to get mad over something that would make them feel like working, and asks him if he has heard the saying there is a knife to butcher a chicken and a knife go butcher an ox, which means that to catch a different level of guy, there is a different method for each. Then Jin Seong smashes his glass and places it dangerously close to Boss Choi's eyes, while saying that one can't catch a tiger with a knife. Jin Seong asks Boss Choi if he knows how men caught tigers in the old days, and answers his own question by saying they just released dozens of pungsan dogs, which are dogs for hunting. For a month or two, they would torture the tiger violently until the tiger starts desiring death, which is what Jin Seong plans to do with Hanjoon. He vows that Hanjoon will die in a horrible bloodbath. Suddenly, a loud banging reverberates through the room, causing a massive dent in the iron door. Before the men can comprehend what is going on, more banging follows, accompanied with additional dents, prompting Jin Seong to send the blonde guy to investigate. The blonde guy checks and discovers Hanjoon outside, accompanied by the badly beaten Suho, sparking panic among the group. Jin Seong advises against panicking, reasoning that Hanjoon cannot break through the iron door. Surprisingly, the banging ceases, leading the blonde guy to mock, saying that he must have been scared to fight against all of them. However, as the blonde guy turns away, he screams in terror upon seeing Hanjoon's hand rising towards the balcony. Hanjoon leaps onto the balcony and shatters the sliding door, stunning Jin Seong, given they're on the third floor. Hanjoon swiftly incapacitates 3 of Jin Seong's men, and when he finishes, he asks who is next. Boss Choi, who thinks they are in trouble, looks to Jin Seong and sees that Jin Seong doesn't look scared, which gives him confidence. He trusts that Jin Seong has a plan, especially considering how effectively they handled Suwon, although he was surprised to see 3 people beating Suwon. He thinks that if the runaways fight properly, Hanjoon will be beaten, and something worse might happen to him. Jin Seong orders his men to sweep Hanjoon up, and they immediately start running towards Hanjoon with their weapons drawn. However, Hanjoon swiftly incapacitates one assailant by kicking him and smashing his head on the refrigerator. then counters another's attack by grabbing him by the neck and throws him on the floor. The blonde guy uses that opportunity to smash his bat on Hanjoon's head and then thinks that he has landed a successful blow on Hanjoon. However, he is surprised when Hanjoon glares at him, and then he is thrown out of the third-floor apartment by Hanjoon through the balcony. At that moment, a motorcycle approaches the fallen blonde guy, and the driver removes their helmet, revealing herself to be a girl. As the blonde guy slowly regains consciousness, he wonders if he has entered the afterlife upon seeing the approaching figure. When she asks him if Park Hanjoon is upstairs, he eagerly confirms Hanjoon's presence. He replies by saying yes, Park Hanjoon is up there, Lady Angel. Then he proceeds to ask for her number, but she knees him in the face. Returning to her bike, the girl contacts Junwoo, and tells him that Hanjoon is destroying someone else's house, and then asks what she should do. When Junwoo asks her where she is, she asks him if he is curious and says that she is curious about something too. Junwoo yells at her to answer him, but instead of doing that, she starts talking about the 2 bags she wants to buy and doesn't know which to choose. An exasperated Junwoo offers to send her money, eliciting joy from the girl. Just as she is about to tell him, a chair is hurled from the apartment. Inside, Hanjoon, who has finished beating everyone including Boss Choi, stands before his last opponent, Jin Sung, who asks him why he left him as the final one and asks if Hanjoon needs something from him. He asks if it is money or manpower, and says that he will cooperate with Hanjoon. Hanjoon says no, lifts Jin Sung up by the neck, and expressing his sole desire to pummel him relentlessly, Hanjoon relentlessly pummels Jin Sung, disarming him and throwing him onto the couch, just as a frightened individual enters the apartment. Shocked by the chaos, the newcomer pleads with Hanjoon to cease the destruction, lamenting the burden of living alone without parental support. Hanjoon remains stoic, silently observing, until Junwoo arrives, and comments about the messiness of the apartment. He also asks Hanjoon how he can destroy the apartment. The distressed resident accuses Junwoo of orchestrating the destruction. And Junwoo introduces himself as the president of the OJ group, Oh Junwoo. He apologizes for the havoc and tells the guy to charge him for damages. The guy realizes that Junwoo is rich, so he asks for 10 million, and Junwoo magnanimously offers 50 million instead, impressing the resident with his wealth. Meanwhile, Jin Sung thinks that Hanjoon is a monster and that the fight was impossible right from the start. He runs to the balcony and jumps, but Hanjoon catches him, saying that he is still not done with him. Jin Sung brandishes a knife, prompting Hanjoon to release him. As Jin Sung plummets, he initially feels triumphant but quickly regrets his decision upon realizing the height. He lands awkwardly on his arm next to the unconscious blonde guy. He rises to his feet and limps away, nursing his injured arm. Junwoo joins Hanjoon on the balcony, saying that Jin Sung is really obsessed with living. At that moment, one of the beaten men, now conscious, starts laughing, and tells Hanjoon and Junwoo that they will finally pay. He asks them if they know who Jin Sung is and says that his father is the CEO of PJ Shipping. He also tells them that they should know that sailors are the scariest and that he is rich enough to make them disappear. Junwoo smiles and says that it seems like a really big deal. Minutes later, Jin Sung returns home, his battered appearance shocking his father. Hwang Hae-ryung. Jin Sung requests his father's assistance in eliminating 2 individuals on the high sea. Hae-ryung advises his son to approach him with determination, emphasizing the importance of sincerity in seeking assistance. Encouraged by his father's words, Jin Sung resolutely requests retribution against those who assaulted him. Hae-ryung, pleased with his son's conviction, asks his son if he is sure, and says that he might regret it for the rest of his life. When Hae-ryung sees that Jin Sung doesn't mind, he asks him what his reason is, and Jin Sung says that it is because the people who beat him up didn't care. Hae-ryung smiles as he says that when Jin Sung ran away from home, he acted like a child. However, now he has really become a man, but he still can't trust him when he asks him to do something with such an expression. He lifts his son's head as he says that if a person asks him something while they look pathetic or sincere, he won't help them when if he can, so Jin-sung should think about what he wants from him, and ask him again like he is in the position where he can bet everything he has on him. Jin-sung puts on a fierce face and says that end the lives of the people who beat him up. Not in those exact words. Hae-ryung smiles proudly at his son, and calls department head Kim, to bring 2 drums. Hours later, a convoy of vehicles converges at a construction site, carrying armed men and drums under Hae-ryung and Jin-sung's command. Upon reaching the designated meeting point, where Jun-woo and Hanjoon await, Jun-woo, whose face is hidden by the darkness, says he wonders why Hae-ryung brought over flies to a kid's fight, while stepping forward. Hae-ryung replies saying that it is because some people went crazy over his kid, so he is doing the same. As Jun-woo steps into the light, revealing his identity, Hae-ryung reacts with astonishment, recognizing Jun-woo by name. He wonders why Chairman Jun-woo is there, but before he can ask, he gets a call from someone called Director Nam, who informs him of the cancellation of all second-half deals with companies associated with the OJ Group, which shocks him. Director Nam also says that he heard the cancellation was personally ordered by Chairman Oh Jun-woo, who yawns nonchalantly. Hae-ryung bows pleading with Jun-woo to let him off just this once, which surprises Hae-ryung's men, who ask their boss what he is doing, and he yells at them to be quiet. Under Jun-woo's command, Hae-ryung dismisses his men, leaving him alone to face the repercussions of his son's actions. Hae-ryung, now humbled and vulnerable, bows before Jun-woo, seeking mercy and understanding. He implores Jun-woo to reconsider using his shipping company's vessels, emphasizing the dire consequences for his business if denied access to maritime transportation. He also tells Jun-woo that if he doesn't use his boats, his company will be in trouble. In response, Jun-woo asserts his company's reputation and refuses to associate with a shipping company linked to a gangster's father. Hae-ryung, realizing the severity of the situation, offers to send his son abroad and promises to ensure that he never sets foot on Korean soil again in an attempt to salvage his business's reputation. Jin-sung yells, asking his father why he is the one going abroad when he was the one who was beaten. Hae-ryung beats up his son, saying that he should have kept his mouth shut, while Jun-woo laughs. However, Jun-woo intervenes, halting Hae-ryung's physical discipline and presenting an alternative solution. Says that he has another lesson to teach Jin-sung, and if Hae-ryung does it his way, he will be able to use his boats. Hae-ryung promises to do whatever it is, and Hae-ryung says that Jin-sung made him spend 50 million won. Which isn't a lot of money for him, but it is for a lot of people. So Hae-ryung should make his son work for the money. Hae-ryung, initially skeptical, questions how his son could possibly earn such a large sum. Jun-woo, with a knowing smile, reminds Hae-ryung of his expertise as a sailor and proposes he take his son with him, especially since fishing in the deep sea pays a lot of money. The following day, as per Jun-woo's orders, Jin-sung fishes with other sailors somewhere in the middle of the sea. In Jun-woo's office, Hanjoon compares Jun-woo to an evil villain, and Jun-woo reminds him that they're not running a charity operation. Then he tells Hanjoon that he shouldn't get caught in any more problems that require money from here on out and that there is no need for him to get hurt. Hanjoon says that he isn't hurt, and the girl from that night, who just arrived, points to the bruise on Hanjoon's neck, saying he should stop acting cool, and she can see the bruise on his back. Jun-woo introduces the girl as Choi Seo-hyun, their new ally in taking down Nexus. She is an Instagram celebrity, and her position is an informant. Seo-hyun, who has 570,000 Instagram followers, says the title, informant, makes her cringe. Sitting beside Hanjoon, saying that she heard rumors that he looks like a bandit but he looks more handsome than she thought. Jun-woo reminds her that they are there to work, and she flips him off while she says that she also likes people who look more like a bandit than a handsome guy, which makes Jun-woo frustrated with her. He starts to say something, but she interrupts him by asking why he called her. He calms down and says that he called her because he wants to talk about their future plans. Seo-hyun questions if their plan isn't just to let Hanjoon go on a rampage. But Jun-woo explains Nexus has grown beyond their imagination, which is why Hanjoon can't fight them alone. So he is thinking of building up their team's fighting capabilities. He unveils a folder labeled Donjian High School, suggesting they recruit someone from there, a school affiliated with Nexus. Hanjoon says the name Kim Donghyun in the form of a question, and Junwoo confirms that he is talking about Kim Donghyun. When Hanjoon was at war with Nexus, Kim Donghyun was one of the guys who fought with Hanjoon till the very end. He was the number 1 at Donjian High School. Hanjoon tells Junwoo that Donghyun may have survived the war, but he sustained a knee injury, and because of that injury, he hasn't been able to walk properly. Junwoo argues that they need Donghyun, and tells Hanjoon to relax. Then he asks if Donghyun belongs to Nexus. Days later, at Donjian High School, the top students gather in the conference room, talking about Boss Choi Byung-jin, a juvenile center. Min Kyung-chul, the new number 1 in Donjian High School, expresses surprise and frustration over Hanjoon's actions, questioning why he has returned to stir up trouble after promising to live quietly. Suddenly, another student bursts into the room, yelling that Hanjoon has transferred to the school, catching everyone off guard, including Kyung-chul, who taps his fingers on the table, as he says that is unexpected. Later, Hanjoon introduces himself to his new classmates, and says that he's there to destroy them all. The teacher chuckles at the remark, labeling the new transfer student as trouble, and points him to a seat beside a large, intimidating-looking student, who is Jo Woo-min, Donjian High School's number 12. Once Hanjoon takes his seat, Woo-min says to Hanjoon that he is finally meeting him in person, and tells him that Kyung-chul told him not to mess with him but he wants to fight with him. Despite being new to the school, Woo-min is keen to verify the rumors about Hanjoon firsthand. So he proposes a one-on-one fight, and when he is ignored by Hanjoon, Woo-min slaps Hanjoon, only to receive a swift elbow to the face in response, resulting in a dramatic fall from his chair, which catches attention of their classmates. Hanjoon issues a warning to the others not to disturb his nap and rests his head on his desk. In a batting cage, Seo-hyun scrolls through her phone while questioning Junwoo's decision to recruit Kim Donghyun. She wonders aloud if they should be focusing on strong and uninjured individuals instead. Junwoo hits the ball with his bat as he says that the first word one thinks of when Kim Donghyun is mentioned is tenacity, and that despite Donghyun having a small build, he fought Nexus with just his solid tenacity. Junwoo says that the thing about solid things is that they break because they are too unbending. Just as he smashes another ball with his bat so hard that the bat shatters. Seo-hyun asks him why they have to recruit someone who is injured, and he believes in his decision. He gets ready to hit another ball with his shattered bat as he says while someone who has been broken once might not be as unbending as before, he hits another ball, they will be sharper than they ever were. The ball he hits bounces on the floor, destroyed. Back in Donjian High School, Hanjoon walks down the hallway, ignoring the menacing stares he is getting from the students when he sees Kim Donghyun limping into a classroom when a guy suddenly kicks him. The bully grabs Donghyun's hair and berates him for taking 5 minutes longer than expected on a trip to the convenience store. Mocking Donghyun's injured leg, the bully continues to hit him while his friends laugh. They taunt Donghyun, suggesting that fear should motivate him more than his physical limitations, while Hanjoon observes the scene without intervening. In Junwoo's office, Seo-hyun expresses her understanding of recruiting Kim Donghyun but questions Hanjoon's suitability as a teammate. She suggests resolving issues with money instead. Junwoo counters that Donghyun's loyalty isn't easily bought and asks her if she knows why Donghyun fought alongside Hanjoon against Nexus. He answers his question by saying that Donghyun is the type to stand by his friends, even at great personal cost. Back at the school, Donghyun sits alone, frustrated as he tries to light his cigarette. When his lighter fails, he angrily tosses it aside, and it lands near Hanjoon's foot. Without a word, Donghyun looks at Hanjoon, who breaks the silence by greeting him. Donghyun remarks that he heard Hanjoon said he came to destroy the school and questions if it's even possible, considering Nexus's increased strength in manpower and resources. Then he concludes that they've already lost. Undeterred, Hanjoon insists they will emerge victorious this time. Dong-hyun, walking away, says that he wouldn't have fought if he thought they would lose, and because of that, he became crippled. Hanjoon urges him to wait and see. Upstairs, Kyungchul watches Hanjoon and Dong-hyun. He says that he was wondering what Hanjoon was going to do, but all he is dining is teaming with a guy with a limp, and calls them morons. Then he tells his guys that they should prepare to beat up Hanjoon. That night, Dong-hyun meets with his for his routine checkup, where the doctor advises him that while his efforts in physiotherapy are commendable, it's insufficient without surgery. The longer he delays the operation, the slimmer his chances of recovery become, so the doctor suggests seeking treatment at a larger hospital. Acknowledging the difficult situation, Dong-hyun simply nods in response. Exiting the hospital into the rain, Dong-hyun encounters Kyungchul, who inquires about the doctor's assessment and whether Dong-hyun's condition has improved. Dong-hyun asks Kyungchul to state his purpose. Kyungchul tells him that he is still a friend and that he is there to check on the condition of ex-1 of Don Jae-hai's leg. He also says that he was wondering if Dong-hyun had gotten better since he had a nice chat with Hanjoon, and if he has recovered, he will smash the leg again. Dong-hyun asks Kyungchul why he came alone because it would be impossible for him to smash his leg alone if he had gotten better. Kyungchul cruelly kicks Dong-hyun while laughing, causing him to fall to the ground. He asks Dong-hyun if he thinks that he is still his underling, and if he remembers how Hanjoon fell. Then he tells Dong-hyun that he will end up just like Hanjoon. He also says that Dong-hyun was trying to be loyal but ended up a cripple, and Dong-hyun says that it was because Kyungchul betrayed him and Hanjoon by joining Nexus. Kyungchul tells him to think as he likes and says that he would rather be a jerk than a cripple. He walks away, leaving Dong-hyun sitting on the floor, seething with anger. The next rainy day at school, Hanjoon sits quietly in his classroom when Kyungchul's voice blares through the speakers. Kyungchul announces to everyone that Hanjoon, known for his past confrontation with Nexus, intends to destroy the school. In response, Hanjoon's classmates rise from their seats, cracking their knuckles in readiness for a fight. Kyungchul acknowledges Hanjoon's strength but asserts that he has no intention of engaging him directly, as students from other classes abandon their move to join the impending brawl. He continues by saying to Hanjoon that he has no thought of beating him because he is not a fool. Then he announces to the whole school that from then on, it is Park Hanjoon's rundown. As the students reach Hanjoon's classroom, 2 boys are sent flying out of the window, followed by another crashing through the door, only to be stepped on by Hanjoon. Perplexed, one student peers into the classroom to find everyone already defeated. Hanjoon boldly proclaims, "Don Jae-hai, let's see who is the predator," prompting the students to charge at him. With swift and decisive action, Hanjoon begins to overpower them as they approach. Meanwhile, Dong-hyun remains isolated in his empty classroom as chaos erupts throughout the school. Hanjoon demonstrates his formidable prowess, swiftly dispatching the students without allowing them a chance to retaliate. Amidst the chaos, one student cries out, labeling Hanjoon as a monster, while another vows to defeat him. Someone else yells that they shouldn't give up and that they can do it as long as they catch him. One of them manages to grab Hanjoon by the waist, which gives others the opportunity to hold him down. Now that they have him, they start punching Hanjoon. However, Hanjoon refuses to be subdued as he retaliates by stepping on one of the guys and kicking him in his face and stomach. He punches and kicks his way free, which makes them fear that he is going to beat them all up. And he does. As he asserts his dominance, the defeated students cower in fear of his relentless assault. Just as Hanjoon finishes dealing with them, a fresh wave of adversaries arrives, ready to challenge him anew. One of them asks him if he is tired, and says that he is in trouble if he is because they haven't started yet. Meanwhile, Dong-hyun, who is still in his classroom, hears some guys running past the class, saying that Hanjoon is almost at his limit, which makes him think that Hanjoon is an idiot. He wonders why Hanjoon is doing what he is doing when everything was over years ago. At that moment, Seo-hyun strides into the classroom, catching Dong-hyun off guard as she remarks that Hanjoon must be upset because his friend is just sitting in the classroom peacefully while he is fighting outside. Dong-hyun asks her who she is, and she playfully ponders on whether to reveal herself as Hanjoon's colleague, which surprises him. He stubbornly says that he won't fight, and she tells him that she is not there to tell him to fight but to tell him something about Hanjoon. She tells him that Hanjoon knew that everyone in the school would come for him, and he was told that if that happens, he should run away, but he refused. Because he wanted to show Donghyun that he would win this time, Donghyun recalls Hanjoon telling him that he will win, and Kyungchul telling him that his loyalty led to him being a cripple. Seo-hyun asks a conflicted Donghyun if he won't regret not fighting. Meanwhile, outside, Hanjoon, exhausted from his relentless battles, stands amidst the defeated opponents as Kyungchul arrives with a formidable new group of adversaries, which includes Donjayan High's number 5 Jo Soo-hyun, number 7 Choi Min-wook, number 4 Kang Tae-hoon, number 3 Dae-gil, and number 2 Gwen Boseok. He tells Hanjoon that the new set of guys are monsters like him. Hanjoon stands ready to fight, and Kyungchul tells his guys that they should cripple Hanjoon. They run towards him, but before Boseok can get to him, a mop hits him in his face. Hanjoon turns to find Donghyun standing there with another mop. Donghyun calls Hanjoon unlucky and tells him that he is cool for doing this. In Donghyun's classroom sits a briefcase filled with money and a picture of Hanjoon and Donghyun before the war. To see what happens next, please subscribe, like, and comment Hanjoon for part 2. Thank you.